Can you see me? What's up, guys? It's me, Devin, your favorite urban gardener, also known as Plant Vibes. Anyways, this is one of the first plants that I ever grew. I grew this back in, not this particular one, but I had one of these Anthuriums. This is an Anthurium, a classic Anthurium with these heart-shaped flowers. And I grew this back when I was in college in my apartment back there. And it was the first plant that I ever grew because I'll never forget how my mom and dad told me it was the first plant that my dad ever gave to my mom because of the heart-shaped flowers. And that's why I love it. The flower, they remind me of my parents, but the flowers are beautiful, heart-shaped. And, but these plants, you know, a lot of people tell me, I always say this is a great first plant to start with because it's really easy. And I get a lot of flack for that because a lot of people have suffered from, you know, not successfully growing these plants. And there is one particular trick that I learned after killing one, how to make it actually thrive. Actually, I didn't kill it, it just was never that happy. So what I did was, some of you guys, I hope you don't hate me for this, but what I do is at the bottom of my ornamental container, you know, there's no holes in here, so I put rocks and I put water down here. And the Anthurium, it loves it. It loves that added humidity, that added moisture. And I still water from the top, but any excess water just sits in the bottom and it uses it up as it needs. And you know, you will want to kind of empty that excess water out every once in a while because it can start to get a little bit stank, but it really loves it. It actually doesn't even have any roots growing out of the bottom of the container. I kind of thought it would, because it always soaks up that water so fast, and it loves it. You can see this plant is so happy, but it's getting a little bit too large for this combo. So what I'm about to do is I'm about to repot this one into this pot, just one size up. You know, typically when we're potting up in container sizes, one size is about the limit. So I'm going from like, I don't know, like a 4.5 inch container to like a 6 inch container. It's pretty low key. And then I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna put it inside here with the rocks, of course. Anyways, all right, let's see how fast I can do it. So first things first, get a little bit of extra soil, put it at the base of your container. It's always step one. Step two, plop it out. Pretty good healthy root system. You see, it's very dark and moist. This plant is pretty much always moist, and that's a good thing. A lot of, you know, not all house plants want that conditions, but this is one that does want it. So kind of even it out, situate it in there nicely. Let's see if I can get it nice and centered. You know, and I'm just using, a lot of times when you're potting up in sizes, it can be quite nice to add fresh soil, new soil, because the plants will often use all of the nutrients that is found within that soil. You know, every like 3 years, it really is a good idea to change the soil in your containers, whether they're indoor containers or outdoor containers. But for this one, it's not a heavy feeder, so I don't really care. I'm just gonna use the old soil. Top it off a little bit. So now I have it repotted. That took a minute because I was talking. Now I'm gonna take some of these rocks that I had in the bottom of that other container. Sorry, it's a little loud. Rocks on metal. So you can see it's just a thin layer, just about an inch. I just want it so that the bottom of this plastic pot doesn't sit at the base of my metal pot. So let's see if it works out. That's pretty good. I'm gonna readjust it after I'm off air, but for now, that's good. From here, I'm gonna give it some water right in the top because I just planted it. You always wanna give water to plants that are just freshly planted. And then I'm also gonna put some, actually, can you tell I'm putting it directly in the bottom of the metal container. And that is gonna give it the right humidity, the right moisture that Anthuriums want to thrive. So if you've ever tried Anthurium and you killed it before, give it another go. They're pretty cheap and they're really beautiful. They have gorgeous foliage and really pretty heart-shaped flowers. Anyways, I'm Devin. your favorite urban gardener, also known as Plant Vibes. All right, later.